In just a few hours, President-elect Donald Trump set to ring the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange.
This comes as the latest Fox News poll of the year, and the last one shows just how much the economy matters to Americans. 60% say the economy is extremely important for him, Donald Trump, to focus on when he becomes president and he lowers prices.
So the latest polling also shows a majority believe the border will be more secure with the Trump administration in charge.
All in all, most voters say his victory leaves them feeling hopeful about what lies ahead under the Trump agenda. Incoming White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt joins us now. Good morning.
Congratulations.
Who is optimistic?
Yes. Yeah. I don't think you've been on the Kirby couch with this since it was named.
I think this is the first time. Yes,
how's it going? Correct. How are you preparing for it?
Reading and researching and utilizing the brilliant minds we have coming into this cabinet, sitting down with Scott Bessent this week, Senator Kelly Loeffler to talk about SBA, just being a sponge for their wisdom to understand all of the issues. We have a lot of problems as a country, and President Trump is going to take strong action.
You have Kaylee and you have Dana here that
I do,
you can always
and they've given me phenomenal advice.
I'm sure you don't need advice from us, but I remember...
Let's hear it, Brian.
But Tony Snow, before he went to the White House, I got this radio show, and I remember he said to me, I go, what was your prerequisite? Why did you decide to do it? He said, because the president told me, George W. Bush, I could be in the meetings because I didn't want it relayed to me what was happening. Right. I had to be there. Do you have that type of guarantee?
Absolutely. Yes. I have a direct relationship with President Trump. I can call him. He will answer. I've been working for him now for a couple of years. So he's a great boss to work for. And when you ask him a question, he tells you the truth. Well,
this is going to be such a change of pace from the last 4 years, because when the people in the briefing room ask actual questions, they get something read out of a binder, and it is not sometimes accurate, and sometimes it's just flat out lie.
Yeah, absolutely. There's certainly been a lack of transparency over the past 4 years. If you talk to reporters off the record, they will tell you they are excited that President Trump will be back in the Oval Office because they know how much access they had to him and his press secretaries in his first term.
Well, it's not just the press that are excited now that they get the access. Now you're going to have a president on record, going to have you having some exchanges back and forth with them. But the country is united right now. Everybody sees the joy. You're seeing people in Manhattan with MAGA hats. You got business CEOs that want to have meetings with the president. They're going to Mar-a-Lago, once criticize him, but saying, we want to work with him. Is the president surprised by that right now?
I don't think so. I mean, I think President Trump understands how the game is played, right? He's been in this world of politics now for many years, but it is great to see the unification that's happening across this country, not just with folks on Main Street, but also on Wall Street. We're going to the New York Stock Exchange today. And also the American people. I feel there's a real palpable spirit out there. People feel more optimistic because they know we're going to have a real leader again who's going to make this country safe and strong and wealthy.
So today, Tom Homan's got an invitation. He's going to follow through with Mayor Adams. I want to talk to you about how you want to do that. We have a sanctuary city. Adams is really hostage to the city council. Do you have a chance to talk to Tom Homan going in? And what do you hope comes out of it?
Certainly. I haven't spoken to Tom Homan about his meeting with Mayor Adams today. I do know Tom Homan is the best and the brightest when it comes to the border, along with Stephen Miller, who will be our chief of staff over policy in the White House, and Governor Kristi Noem, who will be leading DHS. Together, they make a very strong team who will be wholly focused on how we can secure the border, and most of all, empowering our local and federal law enforcement to work together in these sanctuary cities, which will be no more when President Trump is back in the White House. And they will find ways legally to shut down the border on day one and to launch this mass deportation effort, which the majority of the American people support. That's why they elected Donald Trump.
Indeed. In fact, there are tens of thousands of people who are in the country illegally, and they should be deported to their home country. The home country is China, and China won't take them back. Maybe that's one of the things the incoming president can talk to Xi Jinping about, because reportedly, and you could confirm this, it sounds like Donald Trump has invited President Xi to the inauguration. So what can you tell us about that?
That is true, yes. And this is an example of President Trump creating an open dialogue with leaders of countries that are not just our allies, but our adversaries and our competitors, too. We saw this in his first term. He got a lot of criticism for it, but it led to peace around this world. He is willing to talk to anyone, and he will always put America's interests first.
Has he RSVP'd?
To be determined.
Okay.
Have other leaders been invited?
Yes. Typically, the inaugural committee extends invitations to the foreign dignitaries of other countries. That's precedent. Our inaugural committee is doing that as well. And so we'll see who shows up.
Do you know in particular with the president and this crowd? Last time there's big controversy about the crowd size. Does the president care if his crowd is bigger than last time, bigger than Barack Obama's, bigger than Joe Biden?
Well, everything we're hearing is going to be a very large crowd. I won't estimate the size. We will see on January 20th. But what I will say on the foreign leader point as well, foreign leaders are lining up to talk to Donald Trump right now.
Yeah,
he put out a truth about tariffs, and Justin Trudeau flew to Mar-a-Lago in about 15 minutes. He had a great call with the president of Mexico. And it's not just Mexico and Canada. All of these world leaders understand. You saw it in Paris last weekend. He got the full presidential celebration everywhere he went. He had great meetings with the Prince of Wales, and he also talked to the Prime Minister of Italy. So the world knows Donald Trump is back, and America will be back as well.
And the Prince is better looking in person.
Yeah.
I understand.
He's taller than I thought, right?
Caroline, thank you very much for your
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys. It's great to see you. Merry Christmas.
Good luck.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.